You have certainly studied a bunch of vocabulary words, particularly verbs, auxiliary or action verbs. However, you are still having a hard time to structure your sentences grammatically to express things that you do. What you need to correctly do so is called tenses. All right? So, in this series of lessons, we are going to share with you the tenses, how to use them, and how to structure your sentence to be grammatically correct. Without further ado, let's start. The form of the verbs that tell when actions happen are called tenses. In today's lesson, we are going to cover two tenses, the simple present and the present progressive, also called present continuous. So let's start with the simple present. What I want you to do, guys, is, grammar is a little bit complicated and confusing. So we are going to make this lesson pretty simple for you to understand, and you don't have to stress out, okay? The first thing you have to know when we talk about the simple present is the usage. If you are a non-native speaker, don't try to relate it to your language, okay? To the grammar in your language. For example, if you are Haitian, if you speak French, for example, don't try to relate the simple present to présent de l'éducatif and everything. The simple present in English is the simple present. What you need to focus on is the usage. What do I use the simple present for? Why do I use the simple present? First thing you need to know, the simple present is used to talk about habits, to talk about routines. If you want to talk about an action that happened regularly, you use the present simple. An example, I record a new lesson every day. You see, every day shows that this is a repeated action, so I use the simple present to express my idea. The simple present is also used to state facts or general truth. All right? An example, the sun rises every morning. The sun rises every morning. This is a fact. All right? So now let's go with the structure. Now, when you will have to write or to formulate a sentence, if you are speaking, you need to know the structure to properly use the simple present. For an affirmative sentence, you need the subject plus the verb plus the complement or the rest of the sentence. An example.
I think you're cute.
Thank you.
Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance.
What you have to remember is the following. The third person in English, when you are using the simple present, it's very important to remember. For example, for the third person,
She loves me.
you see, we use S. For example, she speaks, she plays, okay? And if the verb is ending by S, CH, SH, SS, O, you put ES. So we are going to make another lesson about the third person in the simple present so we can give you more details, okay? But for now, we'll just give you simple examples. Okay, I hope that the short videos help you to see how the simple present is used in an affirmative sentence. Now let's go for the negative structure. If you want to make a negative sentence, what you need to do now, you need to have the subject, the subject pronouns. Let me just remind you. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. You have the subject plus do, does, plus not, plus verb plus object or the rest of the sentence. Another example.
But I don't want to be in a relationship.
Another one.
Wow. You totally don't belong here.
Okay, so now when I have he, she, it, so I use does it. When I have the name of a person, Raul, Henry, Nirva, Sanzina, so we use does not for the negative, and if it is affirmative, you put s or es after the verb. All right, now let's go with the question. For the question now, we have the auxiliary do or does. Again, for the third person, he, she, it, we use does when you're asking the question. So we have do and does plus subject plus the verb, the rest of the sentence, and question mark. All right? Example.
Do you know where you are?
Do you believe people get second chances?
So just to recap, remember you use the simple present to talk about an action that happened regularly, routine, habits, and the simple present is also used to talk about facts. All right. Now, let's talk about the present progressive. The present progressive or the present continuous. First of all, let's go with the usage of the present progressive. The present progressive is used to express an action that is happening at the time that you are speaking. An action that is happening right now. Okay? Oh, excuse me a second. Can I talk to you later? Because I am recording a video. All right, thank you. So you see, I have just said to the person that I am recording a video because this is what I am doing in the moment that the person calls me. This can be a little confusing, but people have to do that, to know that. People have to know that. We can also use the present progressive to express the future, but it is something plain for the future. Okay? So if what you are going to do is already plain, everything is already settled for the things to be done in the future, you can also use the present progressive. Okay? An example. I am sending the letters tomorrow. If I say I am sending the letters, this means that maybe I have already written them, I already put them in envelopes, they have their stamps, so I'm just waiting for tomorrow, which is the deadline to send them out. So this means that the action is already planned for the future. Is that clear? Another example, we are having a party next Saturday. Means what? Everything is ready for the party. We have already planned for the party. We're just waiting for the date. Okay? Let's go with the structure. The structure for the affirmative sentence is the following. Subject plus be plus verb ing or plus the present participle of the verb. It can also be called that way. All right? An example. Let's watch.
Charlie's writing on the wall.
What?
Charlie? She's writing on the wall.
All right, so now for the negative sentence, what you have to do is simple. You use subject plus be plus not plus the past plus the present participle of the verb. Okay? Let's watch this example.
I'm not thinking anything.
Okay, for the question right now. For the question again, the structure is for interrogative sentence or question. What we do is we take the auxiliary first, all right? So we use be plus subject plus the present participle of the verb. I mean, verb plus ing.
Are you dancing now?
All right, so just to recap, the simple present is used to express habits, routine, something you do regularly. It also expresses facts, while you can use the present progressive to talk about an action that is happening in the moment that you were speaking. And also, it can be used for something plain in the future, all right? A plain future. Everything is ready for the action to happen in the future, so you can also use the present progressive to express it. All right? So I hope that this lesson was useful to you. Remember to put everything that we share in this lesson into practice and use them into your daily conversation in order to improve your speaking. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more lessons. Catch you later. Peace.